Okay, I'm going to have a go at lighting a fire and cooking some sausages and marshmallows using this old frying pan, old grill pan as my fire. I've got bricks, put it on bricks. I've got it up off the ground at the moment just because I don't want to bend my back all the time. But it could well be sitting on a couple of bricks on the ground. So the first thing we do is to put a couple of big bits of wood around. I'm going to do all this with one hand, so it's rather clever, around the outside, okay? And then I'm going to light the fire using cocktail sticks, all right? I'm going to use, and then bamboo skewers, and then some small pieces of wood. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I've got water to wash my hands. I've got some my stuff I'm going to cook here, marshmallows and sausages. I've got some big matches. With young people lighting fires, big matches are by far the best. And I've got some nice things to cook the sausages and marshmallows on. And I'm using firewood. I'm using kindling wood I got from the garage. Okay, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay, I'm going to pause it there. Okay, so I've put my wood into a sort of a pyramid. You see, I've used the thick bits at the side and I've put them up into a pyramid under there. All right, so you need a little cave, little hole there to put your match into when it's alight. I hope you can see this, and I'm going to hold it right under there. So I'm holding it under the pyramid, you see, in the little tent, and I'm going to keep holding it as long as I can. You must hold that match as long as you can to get sure it's all light, and don't let go of the match until it literally starts nibbling at your fingers. It's not quite yet, it's very nearly nibbling, but I'm going to let it go. And now I'm going to start to put some more wood on. Okay, I'm putting some of these on, these cocktail sticks. You can put as many as you like on, it really doesn't matter, okay? And now I'm going to put some of my bigger bits on. Don't wait too long, they need a chance to burn. Some more bigger, and I'm going to put them in a sort of a crisscross shape. Can you see that? They're all going crisscross. Get some more bits down from my bag. I'm going to put that one there. I'm going to put that one there. And there's a bit of smoke, but not a lot. Okay, there's a little bit of smoke to start with, but that's one match. All right, that's one. You can see the sticks all burning. I'm going to put another one on there, but don't lay them exactly side by side. Make sure there's a gap between, because air. Okay, so the triangular fire is this. The triangular fire is fuel, all right, and it's heat and it's oxygen. So it's got fuel, it's got heat, and it's got oxygen. The oxygen's coming in here where my fingers are, and it's going right the way through and up through those sticks. So you don't. So if the sticks are together, just separate them a little bit to let the air, and then the flames will come up through there. And there's my fire, it's lit, and we're almost ready to do some cooking on it. Pause it there. And make sure at this point that you put your matches, close your matches up and put them well out of the way, okay? Don't let one of your flames drop onto that. Putting my matches right down there out of the way. And just watching my fire. Make sure it doesn't set fire to anything I don't want it to. It's quite safe there at the moment. I don't want my mug to get too hot. Put my mug out the way. And I'm already there to let it burn down now. Just let the fire, don't poke it, don't prod it, don't do anything with it. Just let the fire slowly burn and enjoy the crackling sound. And there we are. If you noticed, I put a square of large bits of wood around the outside, okay? And you can now see how those large bits of wood are beginning to burn, all right? But they're holding the sides of the fire in, okay? So that was the shape that I created, and it's all working to plan. Okay, you don't normally cook on a fire until you have embers. When the flames stop, the fire gets hotter. It is now so hot I can hardly get near it. It's very, very hot fire. Okay, well the fire has been going for 7 minutes, that's all. Hardly 10 minutes, that fire. And now I'm going to start. We've got embers, as you see, very few flames. I'm going to start cooking sausages. Now, when you skewer sausages, always skew them longwise through the sausage. Don't skewer them sideways through the sausage, because that's how they flop around and fall off. Always skewer a sausage longwise through the skewer like that. Okay, the sausages have been cooking here for 10 minutes now, okay? And you can see they're brown. They've been turned over once, and the fat that the smoke that you see is the natural juices, the fat's coming out of the sausages. You can see it dripping down there, and that's what causes the smoke at the moment, the little bit of smoke. But the main thing is the sausages need to be cooked all the way through, and the best way of doing that is to make sure that they are sunny side and nice and brown all over. If you can see now, the fat is bubbling and bursting out of these sausages all over. That's a good sign that they're bursting open with this sheer heat inside. And we've been cooking for over 15 minutes, nearly 20 minutes, and I think they look pretty well cooked. You can see it's just so hot. So I'm just going to pause that. Okay, I've got the sausages off and cooling on a plate with some tissue here, which is just keep them nice and clean. Keep them there for a moment, all right. And I've just livened the fire a little bit by throwing some bits of broken cocktail stick onto it, and they're beginning to light. And if I put some oxygen into the fuel and the heat, I'm just blowing on it, and you see how the oxygen makes the fire come alight. Now, you don't need flames for marshmallows, but I put the marshmallows on my toasting stick, and I'm going to wait for the flames to die down a little bit. Remember, you're not trying to set fire to them. You're just trying to toast them through from the heat from the fire, okay? And then you put them in your mouth in one big go, all right? But I'm going to take a break here because I want to eat the sausages. So I'm going to break off for a minute. Cooking sausages on a fire is one of the best things known to man. I'm new to to marshmallows and all that. Never quite saw why you should take a perfectly good marshmallow and burn it, but there you go. But sausages, lovely, lovely, lovely. People will tell you that the fire is out, and let me tell you, it's not out. You can see it glowing there. It's absolutely red hot. That is probably the hottest fire you can get, and that's where you want to toast your marshmallows, right down in that fire. You can see that bit's already got nicely toasted, and it is also the other bits toasted, and they're about time to eat. You don't really want them much more than that. Some people like them till they're on fire. That's up to them, but I think you're going to burn your mouth and get a nasty ulcer or something if you're not careful. So I think that's about right. That's just been a minute or two. There they are, all right? I'm going to let them cool for a second before I do myself a bad injury. I have converted them to a wooden stick because I didn't want to burn myself. I better get them because they're going to drop off any minute. So I converted them to wood. Now they're going to go in. That really is heavenly. I do agree. Straight away into the fire. So there we are. In what is it taken? It's taken us 45 minutes. 45 minutes from setting light to the sticks to finishing off the sausages and the marshmallows, and there we are. So that's it. That's my little lesson on how to light a fire in an old baking tray, and perfectly good enough for what we needed to do. So it's over and out.